Hi, I'm Adrianne Gunn, and I'm very excited. I'm here with the psychic genius, Melissa Mattern. Hi.
Hi.
Happy day to you.
It's been a phenomenal day already, and it's getting better right here.
Ooh, it's getting better. You're about to witness this happening. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Totally.
I'm kind of ready.
I was born ready.
Ooh, you were?
Yes.
I wasn't. I was stuck. You were born ready?
I was born ready.
That's amazing. Were you born with this ability?
I was.
Yeah?
I was. I was kind of a quiet kid, and I was definitely the different one in my family. Everyone is a lawyer except me. And so I was definitely the different one. And as I grew into it, it sort of augmented itself, and I came to this place where I started doing readings. But I was doing a ton of readings at work and not knowing it. It was disguised as work.
Yeah.
And I got paid really well in health insurance and dental, but the readings really took over, and here I am hanging out a shingle on my own and loving it.
Yeah, hanging the shingle. So I gotta ask, some people are born with the gift. Sometimes there's some sort of like epic moment that happens. This is rumors I've heard about coming into your...
Well, you're partially right.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone is born, and that's why kids say the darndest things, and because they haven't learned to block. And the first time they say, I have a secret friend, I have an angel, I saw someone in the house, their parents are like, oh no honey, that's not that. Or the first time they fall and they say, my friend helped me, they say, oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
Mommy's got it, so they learn to block it, and they learn that it's not acceptable.
Oh, yeah.
And they learn that it's not okay, and then they shut it down. And that's where you get into, people, your 30s are very tumultuous, your 40s get very settled down. Part of that is begging to come out, and it's really begging to come out in anyone. And actually quite a few of my clients I work with bringing that out. So if you think that's you, come on down.
Yeah, so is there some sort of, like, what's the turning point where you say, yes, this is something I'm willing to do for other people?
Well, it's, for me, I got the tap lots of times in lots of ways, and my guides and the universe continued. They stopped tapping, and then they kicked for a while, and then they hit, and then they invited breast cancer into my life, and suddenly they got my attention. So actually, and you may have heard this story before, but when I came out I had a double mastectomy about 2 years ago. When I came out, every guide I've ever had in my life came, and it was this giant array. It was like being at Carnegie Hall with heads. And I actually said, I'm coming out of the thing, I said, are you guys my guides? And they said, they all went, yeah, like in unison. I think they practiced. And then I said, is this because I'm like down and you can get at me? And they all went, uh-huh.
Oh man.
And so, if you can't listen to it, I was like, oh, okay, now I've heard you. And they literally said, you need to do this work. Like, this is what you're going to do. And there was a lot more to it in there. And I met my power animal. Would you like to guess my power animal?
I love power animals.
It is the duck-billed platypus. And
I used to think they were like unicorns. I knew that, like, I've heard of them.
That is
back in the encyclopedia. Duck-billed platypus
and I said, you're a duck-billed platypus, and the duck-billed platypus also laughed, which I didn't know they could do, but they can laugh, and said, yes, I am. So.
Like a high-pitched laugh? Lower?
Oh, guffaw.
Oh,
the guffaw. Oh, yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I come out from there and think, wow, and it's already been kind of a wow day, and kind of a wow week, and really came into the work, and my family has been extremely supportive. My husband's amazing. I did not really spring the whole thing on him until after we were married. Don't try this at home. And my kids have been really supportive too. At first it was like, oh mom, please don't act crazy. And then I started kind of working with them and working with a few of their friends. They had a little unfortunate incident with a Ouija board, and I was one of the few moms that can really take the threat level down on that situation.
Right. So I got to tell you, I've met people that claim to be intuitive or psychic, and most of them, you're not floating around the room right now.
No.
That's something I've already noticed is different about you.
That's probably the best part for me is, since I've really said I am psychic, I'm in my power, I'm doing my thing, I'm out there. I became so grounded. I used to really float.
Yeah.
And that owning it and utilizing and knowing it's not me, it's my guides coming through. It's the universe is looking for, it's like a water invasion. It's looking for any fraction to come through and gush, and I'm that fraction. They come through me.
Yeah.
So it's really even, not me. So I get all this grounding all the time. And this time in the world, we need practical information.
Oh yeah.
You don't need things to be cryptic. Things are cryptic enough. I have an iPhone. I know about cryptic. So I have to be very practical to help people as much as I can come forward in, I like to say, in an efficient manner into what they want to do. So.
Certainly. Well, so there are a lot of people out there, and maybe you are wondering, so we all kind of want to bust out and express ourselves.
Right.
What kinds of things are we going to be able, so we see you.
Right.
What kinds of results are people getting, or what are they asking for you?
People ask me, I'm doing a lot of, well, I'm working a lot with Moxie women, and Moxie women, they got Moxie. You guys got Moxie. So I'm getting these big questions of where do I go with my business? How can I, a lot of, how can I change channels? If I'm on the channel that I like, how can I turn it up?
Yeah.
And those are the clients that I get super fired up about, is how can I turn it up? And I get equally fired out about somebody who's, they're sort of drifting around from station to station, and we come in and I get to hear, hey, this station looks good for you, and get these speakers and run with it.
Totally.
And to watch a client run with it has been just amazing. And I see their faces change. I don't read auras. But I get that energy, and I feel that gush when they have that flip in my office, or that even on the phone, I feel that flip, and they just raise up and off they go, and it's amazing. What a great job.
Yeah. I'm curious though, we sometimes talk about, so I'm pretty sensitive, moderately intuitive. I'm curious, how do you manage your sensitivity in a business world?
Well, that's a learned skill, and
Yeah.
I definitely teach that skill. I'm working with a couple people now about teaching that, and I'm definitely going to put together a class. I do some techniques of just keeping things to myself, but as I've grown more confident with what I do, I'm allowing. So if I'm getting a feeling about someone, I allow that to come in, honor it, and utilize the information. Whereas when I first started, I'd be like, oh, I have my blocks, I have like special ways I'm gonna turn my body. Now I'm like, I'm meant to hear this message, so let me come in and really honor it. But I get up in the morning, I clear the space. You saw when I came in here, I cleared the space. I clear my body, I clear my mind, I clear my space, and the rest of my day is about allowing, and that's a pretty easy verb.
Nice. Okay, so we're in a Moxie place. My favorite first moment of you was on stage at one of our Moxie events. What has been your favorite thing about being a part of Moxie?
The reception. I often joke that I want to be the Dane Cook of psychics, and I get so welcomed, and my energy picks up so much when I come in. I'm going to tell you a little secret.
I'm listening.
I'm really shy. I'm really shy. So it's very hard for me to come in, and I'm also sensitive, so it's like a double whammy. But the welcoming and the energy, and I don't have to tell people how they can utilize me. They see me and they say, I'll have what she's having, and they dive on that. But I have just had the most, and it's like walking into a room of potential and current best friends. It's so fun.
Totally fun. Okay, wait. I am sensing that there's a question from the universe.
Me too.
Or, wait, is there a question from our Moxieverse?
Wow, look at that, we manifested a phone. Is that a 6?
I don't know, it's teal. Very exciting. So, we have a question from Dana Cory.
Okay.
Pretty exciting.
Okay.
When you do a reading for someone, what is the most useful way for the person to act on the info that you give?
Oh, wow. To really trust it, and also trust that they can come back and ask a question. It's not a cryptic thing. I don't give you cryptic information. Act right away, ask questions, and honor that message was indeed for you. And go with it, man. Turn it up.
Turn it up.
Yeah.
So these people, if they want to, you want to turn it up in your life, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, there's lots of ways to get in touch with me. You can always use telepathy. It's not that. It's not that. I can't do it, but it's an easier way to get to me.
You can use it, but I can't do it.
And I have a phenomenal website. It is thepsychicgenius.com. If you go to psychicgenius.com, it is actually redirected to one of those naughty sites.
Ooh.
And if you do go there, none of those pictures are me. I just want to be very clear that I'm not that flexible. So it's The Psychic Genius. You can book me online right there. I also work by phone or Skype, so if you have friends out of town that you think that I'm appropriate for them, I'm international. I'm like Moxie. I'm totally international. I'm nationwide. I'm 24/7, depending where you are and where I am. And I also have great gift certificates. And talk about a fun bridal shower gift, baby shower gift. You know, who needs another crock pot? You need a trip to see the Psychic G is what you need before you get married.
Yeah.